Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you're all doing well. Today for this tournament report, we're going to be taking a look at what happened this past weekend with Toronto in Canada and Rouen, I believe is how it's pronounced, in France. So as always, I will be taking a look first over here on the Bushiroad English site to see if anything was banned for it. So for Toronto itself, the only things were Marvel Pixar, nothing super crazy, no crazy events going on. And hopping over to Europe for France, only things that were hit were Marvel Pixar, as expected. Nothing else was super crazy, but yeah, seems to be fairly legit. We're going to be taking a look at these today. Now, I will say for Toronto, we don't have everything up here, but there's more than enough to talk about for this particular thing. We don't have all the deck lists, but we have these setups and everything. But shoutouts to all the Hololive Caligura players that came out the fucking woodwork for Toronto. Thank you. But for Toronto, we had 169 players. Nice. And of all things, I did not expect to see this pop up in the Discord where someone went, hold up, Tokyo Revengers won Toronto? Fucking dual laners, Tokyo Revengers got first place in Toronto. Look, I'm not mad or anything. I don't really play Tokyo Revengers at all. I just wasn't expecting this to be up here. This is so cool. So let's give a round of applause, most definitely, to the pilot for this, which is going to be very interesting when we take a look at this deck in a second here. Second place was Caligura with Hololive. Third place, we have Miku. Apparently, the buffs from the premium booster definitely helped Miku. It is making its rounds. Third place there, which I had to do my math here. This fits because Miku's the third, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Ichika, Nino, Miku, Yotsuba, Itsuki. Yeah, so Miku, the third quintuplet, got third place. Interesting how that worked out there. Fourth place with Itsuki. Fifth place with Bochi the Rock. We're going to be talking about this in a little bit here. Not on the Toronto side, funny enough. Hololive Ozki Gura as well. All the Hololive people came out for this. What the hell? So this is basically standby Gura. Like, the fact that this is still out and kicking, congrats. We finally have a slime deck with Door, Pants, Rimuru, Muron. I actually do want to take a look at this in a little bit here. Then we have 8th place is Azure Lane with Ayanami and New Jersey. Shout out to my buddy Rex in the Discord. From there on, we had 2 Caliguras, one Seven Deadly Sins with Elizabeth Hendrickson, one Ichika, another Miku, so 1, 2, 3. So we had 4 quintuplets in the, or 5, because there's another Ichika down here. No Yotsuba. If only one of the Mikus had been a Yotsuba, we would have had all quints in here. We would have had one of every quint in here, which is hilarious to me. Miku, then a Blue Archive. I had to do a double take when I saw BA. My brain went to Yu-Gi-Oh! Thinking Burning Abyss. I'm like, no, it can't follow me over here. But we had Blue Archive with Pants Choice. I actually really want to know what this particular build is anyway, because there's a couple, like, things I've been looking at with this. I like the concept of this, if it's what I think it is. So, then we had Ichika, and then we had Himeno Aki Chainsaw Man coming in 16th place. This is really cool. I'm very glad to see it go all the way to a top 16 with this many players. So let's break down a couple of these decks that I did want to take a look at. Obviously, we got to showcase the champion, the first place, which I love this. I don't know if they just did this for the deck name, like, just kind of like preemptively thinking, yeah, I'm declaring it now, I'm gonna get first place, or if they named it this afterwards. But either way, Toronto BCS 2025, Carson first place dual laner Pachin deck. So don't know if this was preemptive or post winning, but I'm assuming it's post winning either way. So we're gonna take a quick glance at this. I don't know everything that Tokyo Revengers does. I know some of the in-game. You have this dude right here that lets you put cards on the top of your opponent's deck to try to confirm damage. You have Baji right here that at the end of his attack, you can pay an egregious cost to put this level 3 Mikey onto the field with a bunch of markers. Kids Meal Mikey. And then he has an effect of, on attack, you can send all the markers underneath him to the waiting room and burn 1 X times equal to the number of markers that you put into the waiting room by his ability. So you just end up sitting there burning them repeatedly. I don't know if this, like, if maybe the finals or anything was, like, streamed for Toronto, but I kind of want to see if it is. But then, the particular, like, level 1 game is what it sounds like. Dual laners, which is effects like these that say, if there are 1 or less other characters in your center stage, certain things pop off. There's multiple sets that have dual laners. I know GGO does. I noticed, what was it I was talking about last week? There was a particular, not Uma Musume, it was something Audrey posted. There was a deck that you can use. It was Oshinoko. Oshinoko had apparently a dual laner setup as well. That's what it was. I had to think about it. But this one says, at the beginning of your attack phase, if this card is standing and there are 1 or less other characters in your center stage, all of your characters in center stage get the following ability. When this card attacks, you can choose a revenge character in your waiting room and put it into your stock. You can produce a lot of stock this way, because it ends up also being like a one. If you have 1 or less other characters, this gets 4K, so it's a 107K. It's really, really big. If you play 2 of these, it gives this effect stacks, where each of them get twice. You can, on attack, choose a revenge character in waiting room, put it into your stock. You generate a ton of stock with this combo, and you just end up popping off with like all the stuff that needs stock, especially because the Baji is like 8 stock for his effect. So it's really crazy. 8 stock, discard 3, put 4 other characters from your stage face up underneath this as markers. And this itself also becomes a marker for the kids' meal, Mikey, and everything. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, really cool. Congrats once again. I realize my head is covering the pants trigger right there. Congrats once again. Seems to be Carson going in there with Tokyo Revengers. This is freaking crazy. Next, I wanted to show the Miku deck. The Miku, I don't know exactly everything that got added in because I'm not as familiar with a lot of the Miku cards. Like, I know that's from the premium booster. But I did want to at least showcase some of the cards real quick. I know Desser in the Discord is definitely looking at this going, yes, best girl. So, really awesome there. The Climax combo, for at least the finisher, there's the other one. There's the other level 1 Climax combo. This lets you get stuff based off of like markers and everything on that are on your field. This says, on attack, if not holding back is in your Climax area of 2 or more other Quints, you can pay 1. Perform the following action. Put the bottom 4 cards of your opponent's deck into the waiting room. If there's a climax, deal 1x times to your opponent. If depending on how many markers equals how much x is. So you get to burn a certain number of times depending on how many markers that you have. So just really strong. And like I said, it got a whole bunch of buffs. Shout outs to OMG, it Migu. So really awesome. Like I said, I wish I could have seen like the Caligura and the Burning Abyss. I almost said that. The Blue Archive. Oh my god, the fucking BA is like tearing me up. Don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, kids. And like this level 0 that is behind my head helps you make your the level 3 Miku mill more with its effects and everything. So it's really cool. Just wanted to showcase this really quickly for people who wanted to see. Lastly, I just want to take a look at the Ayanami New Jersey, like I said, because my buddy Rex. New Jersey Climax combo being, on attack, if the pants trigger is in your Climax area, you can pay, and you have 6 or higher experience. Pay 1, deal X damage to your opponent. X is equal to the number of New Jerseys that you have on field. If you got like 3 of these, you get to go pay 1, burn 3, swing with another, pay 1, burn 3. It's kind of nuts. But sorry, let's just kind of scroll through these a little bit more slowly. The Ayanami, which there's a lot of SPs in here, shout out. The New Jersey SP right here is like freaking expensive too. This is from the trial deck as well. The Ayanami is kind of crazy. On attack, if snack time is in your climax area of 2 or more other Kansen characters, which is their Fleet Girl trait basically. Look up to 4 from the top of your deck, choose 1 Kansen amongst them, Amogus. Put into your hand, put the rest into your waiting room. If the character you chose is level 3 or higher, draw 1 card and then discard 1 card. So you get a little bit extra hand filtering there. Very nice. Let's see, what was the name? Picked BCS over Monster Hunter Wild, shaking my head. They went to play card games instead of playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Really crazy. Alrighty, I think that is going to be it for Canada. Let's move on down to Rouen, France. So, a couple things here. We had 61 players for France. Really awesome. Congrats to that. First place was Bochi the Rock Johnson. Definitely did not once again, Bochi the Rock, though, has been topping quite a bit. It'll show up not like I just want to kind of scroll up. I want to see where was. Okay, well, the first couple I don't see. Okay, so like here, we had 2 Bochi the Rock in Rosemont. We had another one here in Germany. I know there's more in here. There's another one in Madrid. There's another one here in Malaysia. I saw at least one more in Philadelphia. There might be a second one. Anyway, point being, there's quite a few instances of Bochi the Rock popping up, but this is the first time that it's actually won a regionals, which is really cool to see. Shout outs to them. We're going to take a look at all the decks in a second here. Well, at least the top 3. I do also wanted to look at the Ari Floretta one down here. So we had first place was Bochi, second place was Nino. Interesting, once again, the whole Miku got third place, second girl got second. Interesting. Then we had Guilty Gear Strive with the Kai, Baiken, and Ramlethal combo. We had another Quince with Nino. Fifth place was Ichika. Then we had Hololive Watame Marin for 6th place, which is just funny to me. An Audi Federetta Stock Soul, 2 Soul, and Bar. Which, wait, I don't remember seeing Bar in this. Oh, there is one Bar in here. I was like, I looked over it. I don't remember seeing it. I'm blind. And lastly, Chainsaw Man with Himeno Aki. So let's take a look at each of them. We have Bochi the Rock Johnson with Bochi the Scammer or Scammed. Mostly focusing around these 2 particular climax combos. I know what they are, but I want to show like each and like for anyone who's interested. This Rio is basically modding from Hololive, which is just kind of funny to me. On play, you can sack another music character, look at up to 3 cards on the top of your deck, choose 1 card amongst them, put it into your hand, then choose 1 card amongst those, put it into your stock, put the other into your waiting room. Being able to just go, cool, I basically paid for my cost by sacking another character, and then just grab any card, whether it's more copies of this or the Climax combo, which it's a gold bar, it's probably going to be stuck in your hand anyway. It's just really good, but that's very Modding-esque. Then, at the end of this card's attack, as opposed to on attack like Modding does, pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, burn 3, and I think Modding was burn 2. I can't remember if Modding was burn 2 or 3. I used the fucking card, and you know what? It's right next to me. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to go pull it out. Excuse me while I whip this out. Oh, no, it's 2. It's 2, and then she gets a buff. But where Rio doesn't get a buff, she gets more damage instead. So, that is going to be it for that one. Let's see. The level 1 is the Bochi Hitori Goto. It's a 1045. If you have 3 or more other characters, this gets 1000 power, so it's a 55. When this attacks, if Performance of Her Dreams is in your climax area and your experience is 2 or higher, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 3 of a particular event or music characters amongst them, put them into your hand, and put the rest into your waiting room. If I didn't say the cost, it's on attack, discard a card. This is basically, like I said, where this was a copy almost of Modding, this is basically a copy of Itsuki from Quintuplets. Her level 1 combo does the exact same thing. It's just kind of nuts. I love this, though. I'm glad that this finally... Sorry, I just glanced over and saw this face right as I was talking. Also, Gal. But yeah, no, it's really cool to see Bochi be able to top like this. Really awesome. Gold bar, salvage. And moving on, we had the Nino deck. This was 2nd place Nino, not the 4th place one. I just wanted to showcase this. I'm certain people are tired of seeing Nino, but I wanted to bring this up for a specific reason, because Nino does have cards on the pick one of 3 list with quintuplets, and that is a particular level 0 Nino here that this person was not running, and instead they were running this, the particular event that is also on the pick 1 of 3. It's a level 0 Nino, it's this, and a level 0 Ichika Brainstormer. You don't really have to run the Brainstormer at all now because they have cards that replace the Ichika cards that you would have been running to begin with that particular engine. as well as early plays that are way better for Nino herself. So it's almost like that Ichika Brainstormer is basically just a non-factor anymore on the pick 1 of 3. So I like to see if people are running the event or the level 0 when it comes to the Nino decks. I just like to know just for my own personal curiosity more than anything. Otherwise, everyone knows what Nino does, but it is based on the level 3 with straightforward feelings and the level 1 with sneaky stealth attack or whatever. Stealthy strong attack, that's what it was. I couldn't think of the name. Alright, moving right along, we had the Guilty Gear deck with the Ramlethal combo, which is just absolutely crazy. This is also trying to standby in, if you absolutely can. If you can standby in the Ramlethal and just get the combos going off, it's kind of crazy. When Overdrive Calvados is placed in your climax area, you can put a Guilty Gear character from your memory into your waiting room. That's their whole gimmick, is sending Guilty Gear characters from memory. And if you do, this card gains 3k power and perform the following action 2 times. You basically get to grab this level 1 from either your deck or waiting room, and you get to summon 2 copies of it basically to the field. And then they have a climax combo with the same one, which is on attack, pay 2, pitch 1, burn 3. So you get to go for a lot of damage, and these also just get absolutely massive and huge. Kind of crazy. So they're able to get over a lot of stuff. So that is nothing else crazy in here. Like I said, the Baiken and the Kai. He's running 4 of the Kai. Oh, so it's the level 1 combo for the Kai. I really don't see this one that often. When this attacks, if Overdrive Ride the Lightning is in your climax area, you have 2 or more other Guilty Gear characters. Choose one of the following effects and perform it. Either look at the top 4, choose a Guilty Gear amongst them, add to hand, or choose a level 2 or higher Guilty Gear character in your waiting room, return it to hand. So giving the option of that, it's actually kind of nice. It's not a bad level 1 at all. I just don't see it run that often. The Baiken was with the standby right here, Resolve of Steel. Basically, if it's you can sack the standby to stand her. She's a really good card. Alrighty, that's going to be it for that. And lastly, I wanted to see the Ari Ferretta deck. I love the name was it actually is Data Live. Just really funny here. Utilizing the +2 soul combo with this. I'm actually trying to cook with this a little bit. The Shea climax combo here, which is like a restand ability. And lastly was this one. This Kaori I'm not as familiar with. It says, when duties of a priest is placed in your climax area, if you have 2 or more other tortoise characters, put the top 4 cards of your deck into your waiting room. Choose up to 1 level X or lower tortoise character in your waiting room. Return them to your hand. X is equal to the total number of crit triggers in the crit trigger icons of the cards put into your waiting room by this effect. So you can actually, just off of hitting a singular one of the double crit triggers here, you can salvage back a 2 or lower, which is kind of nice. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. That's actually really cool. I might have to cook with this a little bit, but that is going to be it for France as well. So thank y'all very much for watching this week's tournament report. We don't have but so much left for the rest of this year. We got 2 more. We got this. No, this weekend's going to be the 8th. So not this weekend, but the next weekend. The 15th is on a Saturday. We will have the Netherlands, and then the following weekend, I'm looking at my calendar, we will have Pasadena, California, and I know several people going to Pasadena. That should be really, really awesome. And once again, for anyone who has gone to any of these particular regionals, feel free to comment down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Let me know if you participated in this, if you were maybe one of the people who topped up here. It would be really awesome, this or for France. Even if you just went and you didn't top, but you just want to say, hey, I went, I had an awesome time, I was running this, just feel free to comment down below. It'd be really cool to see who all has interacted. I've noticed that on a couple tournament reports, there are several people commenting saying, yeah, I was here with this, I was the guy who won such and such regionals. Like, hell, that is freaking awesome, and I'm glad to see that. So thank you to all the people who have been interacting with all the tournament report videos and everything, commenting and letting us know. It is greatly appreciated. Thank y'all very much for watching. If you want to join the Discord, feel free to look in the description down below, and there will be a link for joining the description. Should be one down there anyway. If you want to join and, heck, chill with us. Maybe we chat some nights. Maybe we chill in VC. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, if you just want to hang out or you want to talk, feel free to do so. And that will be it for us today. Thank y'all very much once again for watching, and we'll see y'all on the flip side. Stay based.